welcome to Lindy Shopper's Closet. This web series is a spinoff of my blog, lindyshopper.com, which is a blog about swing dance clothing, accessories, shoes, and other things that swing dancers may find useful. With the pandemic affecting everyone, isolation in our homes limits the scope of activities. I am also a jazz vocalist, and almost all of my singing gigs through June are canceled. And I'm still working every day at my day job, but how will I fill the time that was formerly filled with gig travel? So I'm thinking about that. How can I remain connected to everyone, and how can I remain productive? Because I'm one of those people who has to be doing something all the time. So let's see if this web series goes anywhere. When people come into my home who admire my wardrobe, they usually ask at some point if they can see my closet. And so I thought for the first episode, you might like a tour of my closet, and this would be a good jumping off point if I decide to continue with the series. I have some ideas for future episodes, and I'm open to other topics. If you'd like to make any suggestions, you can leave them in the comments below. So here we go. I live in a 1967 ranch house, which means my closets are fairly normal size with louvered doors, so I don't have a walk-in closet. For my day job as an attorney, I share a closet with my husband, and I switch out my clothing seasonally. So right now my winter clothes are in the closet, and then my summer clothes are stored, and it's almost time to switch over. So I'm really looking forward to that. We also have a fairly standard coat closet, but the rest of my clothing is in my guest room. And you could kind of say that my entire guest room is my closet, but I still want it to be inviting to guests who might stay here. So everything has to be carefully planned out to not take up too much space. And my storage essentially has to be maximized. And then I still want the room to be visually appealing to both my guests and also a space that I hang out in and manage my wardrobe. For the past 20 years, I've been building a wardrobe that I love based on my love of swing dancing, vintage and vintage style clothing, and costumes. My mom always likes to say, you always did love a costume, and I do love dressing up for sure. It transforms and elevates my day, and it leaves me in a good mood if I leave the house wearing something that I'm excited about or pleased about wearing. When I started singing jazz, this gave me even more opportunity to collect vintage clothing and those more delicate items that would probably get destroyed if I were to dance in them. I'm happy to share with you the culmination of my work. I couldn't have gotten here without the help of a lot of people. What you will see in the closet is a result of love and contributions from my mother, from family members, the two incredible tailors I work with, Laura Boyes and Kim Clark, random acquaintances that or friends of friends who have just given me things because they heard that I was someone who likes vintage things. Brick and mortar vintage stores around the US that I've visited with my gig travels, and of course lots of online retailers of vintage clothing and reproduction garments. I've mentioned before on social media that it takes a village to do this, and I'm grateful for everyone who makes building and maintaining a wardrobe such a joy in my life. So here we go. I'm gonna show you my guest room / closet. All right, here we are. Let's take a little quick scan here. Here's the guest room / closet. And this is probably the cleanest it's been in a while. It's usually a mess of staging, clothes, suitcases, packing. Hello. So I'm sort of basking in like, this is what it would look like if a guest were coming over. I would hide everything. It would be great. All right. So, but as you can see, there's a lot of storage furniture in here. And so I'll just sort of give you the quick tour, starting with my little bookshelf here on the right, which initially sort of houses, as you can see, like, well, here's some hats and headdresses. some family photos, but then you sort of get to, oh, I need a little more storage. So I've got some baskets here with braces, handkerchiefs, some jewelry boxes, hat boxes, belts, and dance shoes. Then my newest addition is this wonderful IKEA Pax double wardrobe here, and thankfully with the 67 ranch house I have, the rooms are large enough to accommodate these without taking up too much space. And so this first series of closets is my, we'll say it's my dance clothing and my sort of casual dresses, separates. So scarves, coats, shirts, and then below here, casual dresses and what I would consider dance-friendly dresses. As you can see, I also have boxes of flowers, hair flowers here, and at the bottom, let's see, we're gonna get down here, we've got some tights in boxes. I've also maximized my hat storage space, as you can see. I've got hooks on the backs of these doors to store both hair flowers and hats. If I can use every square inch of the space, I will. Hi, here's some more hats and little caps. And let's see, we'll go to the next door. This is a little bit harder to get to. As you can see, I have maximized my space and can't actually access things, but that's fine because this closet is for things that I don't wear as often. So I store my off-season work clothes on the side to the left. As you can see, there's like a garment bag in here that I store suits in, and then some work suits, and then I also have some vintage World War II military uniforms, a ski suit, Bobby White's grandmother's fur stole, thanks Bobby, some 1920s plus fours, and some coats overflowing from the coat closet, and some 1920s clothing, and then to the far right is my wedding dress. How about that? All right. So, also hats, as you can see, maximizing every square inch as much as possible. All right. And then over here, below Theodore Roosevelt Bear, I've got, we'll say, purses and furs in these bits of luggage here. And then even this little humidor has jewelry in it. That's some brooch storage. I like holiday brooches, so I have Christmas and Halloween brooches. All right, so moving to the other side of the room now. Oh, no, wait, let's do this wonderful cedar chest was in my grandmother's closet, and when she passed away a few years ago, I was so excited to inherit it. And it's a Lane cedar chest. Let's see if I can get it open here. Probably not. Okay, here we go. And I'm wearing a lot of sweaters, so it's not filled to the brim right now, but I've got some extra blankets, socks, and some beautiful sweaters in here. Also some silk ties. Let's close that up. All right. Now, moving on to hats. As you can see, I have hat boxes stored here, and then this is a sort of kitchen cabinet, but I liked it because it had glass in the top so that you could see the hats on display. So I got some 1920s cloches in here, a little 30s sporty hat, my favorite green hat that I sort of keep looking for the perfect outfit to wear with it, another lovely little cloche here. And then the door is really hard to get open, so I'm not going to open the bottom. But then I've got sort of gloves and some other accessories. This is actually like a collar and matching glove set, so that's really fun. All right. I have this little, I've acquired enough, we'll say, headpieces and tiaras that I've acquired these tiny hat boxes to store those in. I'm going to introduce you to the newest addition to my guest room that arrived yesterday. This is my dress form that I just purchased. I maybe am ambitious in thinking that I might actually sew clothing for myself. It's been a few years since I've done that. But I'm excited. Dress form is really exciting. Let's see. And then I won't get into, this is all of the like lady bits. I've got bathing suits at the top along with hosiery, pajamas here in the next drawer, slips, half slips, and then full slips, and then the bottom drawer is just full of costume pieces. This is my costume closet. I've got some random assortment of past Halloween and sort of dance related costumes. Let's see, I think I wore this was a colonial outfit that I wore to Pirate Swing. There's a Snow White costume, obviously a sailor suit in here, some coveralls, and my Dorothy costume from when I was in The Wizard of Oz in the 7th grade. Yes, I still have things from middle school in my closet, and they still fit because I am roughly the same size. I am larger, but I am still roughly the same size. All right, and now for the main closet. Let's get this open here. So this is where I keep most of my performance clothing. Over to the left are the gowns and sort of longer dressy coats. And then the gowns kind of end, let's see, the gowns kind of end here. And then I sort my clothing from right to left, with the things I've just worn placed on the right, and the things I haven't worn in a while, like moving towards the left. So I always try to draw from the left side of these two sections here. I also have lots of shoes. I mean, who doesn't love shoes? This is just, I get really happy when I see all of the lovely things in my closet. I am a very, very lucky girl. And then belts that are sort of waiting for things to return from the dry cleaners. Down below here, I have some more delicate items. You sort of use every inch of your space. So these are some 1920s dresses that are too delicate to hang. I have some Edwardian clothing from an aunt that I may do something with the lace. It's like an intact dress, but we'll see. It's definitely too small for me. Here's a bin of dance shoes and some more dance shoes. And then, of course, when you get to the long dresses, there's nothing underneath there. Ah, goodness. But again, you know, hanging things, maximizing storage. And this is my closet. All right, taking a step back from that, I guess one of the last things we'll look at is, hello. This is my little vanity here with photographs of my parents when they were children. My mother has this photograph of her. It is so cute. Look at that little face. I mean, look at both of their faces. It's awesome. All right, this is and then my grandmother's jewelry box, my mother's jewelry box when she was little, an incredible Bulova watch that I got at a local vintage store. But in the drawers here, let's see if I can do this with one hand. I've got more flower storage, and I use jewelry trays. These are for the more flat flowers, or the flatter ones are underneath the jewelry trays, and the sort of more 3D flowers are on the top here. So that's some flower storage. And then here is sort of hats, cloches, flat hats, storage. And then the bottom is more furs and purses. And then I guess we'll sort of finish the circle here. I have a sort of staging area and then the classic over the door shoe storage for more athletic feet endeavors. And I think that is the tour of my room slash closet. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I think that's all for now. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Laura Windley. If you'd like more information about the Lindy Shopper blog, you can visit lindyshopper.com. If you'd like more information about my jazz vocal endeavors, you can visit laurawindley.com. And please make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and everyone stay safe and healthy. Thanks so much.